Well, here are 20 Nigerian celebrities who ruined their careers and where they are now. Number 20, Psquare. The fall of Psquare happened in a blink of an eye. Once respected, idolized, and having sold more than 40 million records, which was at 2011, the duo Peter and Paul, twin brothers, released a lot of bangers in their time like Chop My Money, You Know Easy, Busybody, and thousands of more for Psquare diehard fans. But like Davido said, nothing lasts forever. So ironically, they decided to become nothing. In 2017, the boys exited the group chat when they split up and dissolved the whole Psquare picture and came out as Mr. P and Rude Boy. With rumors of reconciliation in 2021, the boys practically seemed to enjoy their own time in the spotlight separately, but the price to pay was nothing short of lesser millions and splitting fans and terrible songs. The two shared millions of fans together, but after their separation, Rude Boy was left with 8.9 million fans and Mr. P with over 12 million fans. Another reason for their rifts in the relationship. Not to mention how there had been accusations of one stealing the other's songs. Shocking, right? It had also been believed that Rude Boy had been struggling to keep up with his brother and had been often compared with him. With all that personal feud between the brothers, the singers' careers had become rather unsuccessful, slow-paced, and in reality, slowly fading away. In the words of the one who criticized them for their open disagreements, nobody cares about you guys. You faded out, and that's just how life is. Moving on to the next.
Accused of keep saying that he's the dancer, I'm the singer. I was accused of such. But I know whenever we go to airport or people see us together, they say, are you the singer or the dancer? I didn't know it was touching him.
Number 19, Naira Marley. Remember when Naira Marley lost 500,000 Instagram followers over the legendary late singer Mohbad's case? Well, he's losing a few more in real life. Former fans and followers have been calling for the singer to get cancelled, especially of the story of Mohbad, the DJ who works for Naira Marley, DJ Splash, who suddenly ran mad, and other immoral social activities being incited by the singer in his songs. Naira Marley, who was one of the most followed celebrities on Instagram and had most of these fans as the youth who practically gave their ears to the singer, was then labeled as a criminal, even though most of the allegations against him were never really proved. Naira Marley has denied countlessly his involvement in any form of illegal or immoral behavior, even though he has been arrested severally at different intervals over the years. With a series of bad luck for the singer, it isn't surprising to see the singer keeping his head low and avoiding the spotlight. The Malian king is however known to make a bounce back, and hopefully it's only a matter of time. Number 18, D'banj. Next, and as number 18 is the Coco Master himself, D'banj. D'banj is one of the legends in the Nigerian music and entertainment world, having numerous songs to his name like Oliver Twist, Pop Something, Emergency, and other hit songs. But has the singer been exactly all the way at the top ever since he exited the record music label Mo Hits, which was co-founded by the singer and the famous musical genius Don Jazzy? The answer is well known. D'banj soon went further and founded his own records, DB Records, where he signed his brother K-Switch and other artists to the brand. But after the singer switched to his own record label, Mo Hits was soon no longer in operation as Don Jazzy moved on to open Marvin Records label. And you already know how that turned out for the music boss. The record label Marvin Records became one of the biggest and the well-known records for several fast-rising young artists in Nigeria, making Don Jazzy to be one of the most applauded celebrities ever known. But for D'banj, it seemed as if he had lost all his swagger, as he would call it, ever since he walked away. But this does not stop the Coco Master from dropping new songs every now and then. But it's almost as if the singer is trying too hard. D'banj has left his reputation as one who will always be remembered in the music industry. Number 17, Saida Boj. Once a famous influencer and content creator, Saida Boj, aka Sarah Idonji Ojone, lost millions of her fans after she was banned from TikTok, Facebook, and Instagram over a single controversial statement she made about men. Saida, who had a promising career ahead of her, suddenly sunk her own dreams after she appeared on the controversial podcast, The Honest Bunch, where the influencer clearly stated during the conversation that 24 hours of talking stage with her, as it's called, was worth nothing short of 500,000 naira. And frankly speaking, onliners should have laughed at the remark. But very, very unfortunately, Nigerians didn't find it a bit hilarious. She went on to justify the statement that the fact that she was beautiful meant that she deserved to be paid for it. She continued that if a man handed over just 20 million naira to her, in her words, he could enter anywhere in her body. While these few seconds of words managed to mark Saida as prey for very angry Nigerians.
If you talk to me for morning and they be for evening, if you know fit, you could go. There's no time. I don't have time. I'm beautiful. You saw me with a good wig.
So I should pay you for being beautiful.
Exactly. You should pay me every day for being beautiful. It's not easy to be beautiful. Do you know how much skincare costs?
Other stars like Eriga and Worry Pikin, among others, called Saida Boj out until she was placed under open fire and receiving numerous backlash. She was then banned from social media platforms like Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. Her content creating journey and money making set at a halt, but unapologetically, Saida accused Nigerians of trying to cancel her when she was actually a role model for their children who needed to know how to be beautiful and own it. Sadly, and at the end, Saida's career was ruined, and fans and followers can only hope for a possible comeback in the far future. Number 16, Cynthia Morgan.
The biggest behind
Cynthia Morgan, who claimed that she was not getting paid by her label, Northside Record, owned by Uche Odoputa, said that she was forced to eat noodles every single day, while others thought that she was a millionaire. She stated how she had lost her Vivo account, her Instagram account, and most painfully her stage name, and she was now compelled to change her name to Madrina, which she had no choice to. Cynthia Morgan had won several awards like the Best New Artist Award, Female Artist of the Year, Best Reggae Single, Music Artist of the Year, and so many more. She was visibly seen in most of her videos to be a lover of expensive cars and was known for her Empowerment Foundation scheme tagged Mama Cynthia, which feeds the hungry and clothes the needy. But after her mysterious disappearance from the music world, Morgan broke her silence regarding what had truly transpired behind the scenes. She explained that there was conflict between her and Uche Odoputa, who happened to be the boss of the record label she was signed to, and the whole non-payment ordeal left her in depression and contemplating suicide. However, she encouraged her fans that she was doing much better now and was working on coming out big as Madrina. Number 15, Jerry Williams. Fans and followers were shocked when Nollywood actor Jerry Williams was discovered to be suffering from a severe drug addiction problem, one that the Actors Guild of Nigeria termed had gotten out of hand, as this actor had now become a danger to himself and to others. Jerry, famous for some of his movies like Brother Man, My Classy House Help, and the rest, was said to have voluntarily admitted himself into a rehabilitation center following his suspension indefinitely from his acting career in 2023. When the drug addiction problem had started and how long it had lasted was not really announced, but it seemed that the actor had been in a long battle as it was now threatening his life. The filmmaker and director Uche expressed that he was confident that Jerry would make a complete bounce back from the phase. He asked that fans would keep him in prayers and continue to encourage him, as this was something the actor would have to do alone. It was then said that the indefinite suspension was later lifted, but the actor has never really been the same. His colleagues and fans are wondering how his comeback will be in the coming months. Number 14, SkyB. Nigerian singer and rapper SkyB happened to fade out of the entertainment industry so fast that he was rumored to be dead for several months. Some of his songs like Hard For Me and I'm Calling, aka My Baby, were popular sometime in the 2000s, as the singer was one of the most loved musical stars. Today, SkyB has become a shadow of himself after it was discovered that he had suddenly lost his wealth to some very bad decisions made by the former celebrity, and he was also rumored to be homeless and slept constantly at different nightclubs. He also went under and away from social media, so no one could really tell what was happening to SkyB. Popular Nigerian content creator Lucky Udu was said to have found the singer in Port Harcourt after several years of being incognito, as he was said to have gone broke and was now managing to take care of his wife and children, having no primary source of income, as his music career had failed over the years due to mismanagement of funds and otherwise. The once upon a time handsome and talented crooner has now made a 360 and for the worse.
I've never received anything. I've asked of royalty 2-3 times. I've asked of it.
Number 13, Maydi. Nigerian popular singer Dr. Maydi, formerly signed to Square Records, owned by the then Psquare duo, was famous for dropping amazing hits and club bangers like Cool Temper, Ile Ojo, So Many Things, Got Me High, and the rest.
You got me high, oh, girl. You got me feeling fine.
But unfortunately, the crooner suddenly hit rock bottom as rumors of him begging for money online were heard and were also confirmed when he was seen dragged online by a waitress who claimed that he had visited the hotel she had worked at, ordered food and snacks, but had left without paying the sum of just 11,000 naira for the meal. It was later revealed that Maydi had not been making money from his songs he had released owing it to the Square brothers. He also explained that he had no personal bank account where he was given the proceedings of his hit records, and claimed that he was maltreated by the brothers, including the elder brother of the two, Uche Odoputa, and was forced to live in their boys' quarters, cooking, cleaning, and the rest. But when Uche Odoputa was interviewed, he denied and said that Maydi was greedy and ambitious. After Maydi left the label, nothing was heard from him again, but it practically seems that the actor is struggling to stay on his feet after he was signed to DMW Records by super mega musician Davido, whose slang is "we rise by lifting others." Number 12, Zinoleesky. And number 12 is the young talent and Nigerian rapper Zinoleesky, famous for some of his bangers like Mark Pariwu, Blessings, Kilometer, and so many others, owned by the songwriter. However, Zino isn't the A1 singer he used to be, especially following the horrific incidents that happened last year concerning the late singer Mohbad. After fans slammed Zino and the Malian King over their involvement in the untimely death of the singer, the artist faced numerous controversies and ended up being sidelined by the public. His shows were getting cancelled and some of his songs were no longer being sold. Fans and followers were no longer interested in buying the victimized story that Zino was selling. He was even suggested to have been leaving the Malian record after the passing of the singer in an attempt to exonerate himself and brand. But sadly, it had failed. He was also arrested and taken in for questioning as a person of interest along with some other Nigerian celebrities like Naira Marley and Sam Larry during the investigation of the case. Now, months after the incident, the singer has appeared to be spotted a lot thinner and older than his usual self, raising eyebrows about his health and well-being. Fast forward to the present times as the singer and songwriter songwriter is yet to release another hit song. Zinoleesky's career is set to be hanging on by a thread. Number 11, SolidStar. Nigerian singer and songwriter known by his stage name SolidStar came into the limelight after he released a couple more tracks like Oluchi alongside the Nigerian singer Flavor, Wait featuring the DMW boss Davido, and so many others. The artist soon became a national sensation and a big name as he found himself touring cities and states and other countries for large shows. However, things suddenly went sideways for the musician just when he was at the peak of his career, and it took some time from the public eye. Later, it was confirmed that he had taken to hard drugs and had spent all his life savings satisfying his addiction to the certain substance called ice he used to help cope with the depression that had suddenly come over him following his decline in his music career. He explained that by the time he had wanted to move on with his career, it was too late as he was already addicted to drugs. He then realized that he was becoming mentally unstable and decided to come out for help. After generous Nigerians and fans contributed for the recovery of SolidStar, he was taken to rehab but is still struggling to come back to the music industry. And if you're still watching, don't forget to hit the like button, which will definitely go a long way. And now the top 10. Number 10, Hanks Anuku. Known for playing the best role of a villain in Nollywood movies, legendary Nollywood actor Hanks Anuku joined the Nigerian film industry in the late 90s until he finally rose to fame for the Nollywood blockbuster Senator, which brought him to limelight. With the aid of that movie, Hanks became a highly sought-after actor and a treasure to many producers who were lucky to have him on their set. Hanks fits perfectly into any character and wowed the audience with his exceptional acting skills in his movies. Some of his movies like Save the Baby, Crime Kingdom, Formidable Force, and others made Hanks a movie sensation, but suddenly he had disappeared from Nollywood. Later on in a video that circulated the net, the actor was seen dressed in rags and tattered clothes and was appearing to be talking to himself and overall in a mentally unfit state, and rumors spread that he was abusing hard drugs. Later, Hanks disclosed to the public that he had never taken hard drugs of any kind, although he was a smoker, but he had gotten over the habit. But this, however, did very little to dispel such rumors, having his career ruined in quotes and deprived of more opportunities to play on set. Today, Anuku is a producer and a musician and can be barely seen performing in any Nollywood role. Number 9, Tonto Dikeh. Nigerian influencer, politician, and former veteran Nollywood actress from the film industry is none other than Tonto Dikeh, popularly known as King Tonto, who began acting as a child actress. The film Dirty Secrets launched her into a new range of fan base and brought her a lot of admirers despite controversies over the movie. And ever since then, she has played her roles mind-blowingly in films like Battle of the Queens, Miss Maradona, and a lot more. But suddenly, the actress quit the film industry and decided to focus on other promising careers. After her 3-year marriage crashed, leaving her with her son Andre, she decided to venture into politics as she revealed that she would be no longer returning to the Nollywood industry after the governorship election in Rivers State. According to the actress, she was happy to have started in Nollywood but was deciding to find herself outside acting. But on closer look, onliners soon realized that the once upon a time famous actress was actually struggling to keep up with the fast change in the industry. And with the arrival of several talented new actresses, the actress had gotten intimidated and walked away. But now an influencer, the former actress has been barely seen or heard of or even talked about. Her time in the spotlight now limited to the controversies surrounding her. Number 8, Prophet Jeremiah Fufeyin. Trending controversial prophet Nigerian Prophet Jeremiah Omoto Fufeyin of Christ Mercyland Deliverance Ministries, based in Warri, Delta State, happens to be one of the most called out prophets in Nigeria today. A few weeks ago, the acclaimed man of God faced some serious backlash after he threatened to sue the controversial popular social media activist Very Dark Man over false allegations for selling fake spiritual materials to his members. The video has circulated where VDM had focused on the prophet's particular products called Pool of Bethesda Water and the Red Sea Water, which somehow happen to have NAFDAC numbers. Fufeyin then slammed the online critique with a $1 billion Naira suit, which raised a lot of eyebrows. VDM, unmoved, then went ahead to make use of some of his products on a group of disabled individuals to test the potency of the miraculous product. And in the viral video, the individuals were said to have not received their healing, discrediting the controversial prophet and his spiritual product in quote. When his church management decided to take the lawsuits further, they added that VDM would be charged with deliberate defamation and tarnishing of the church's reputation for personal gain. Now facing backlash from its members and onliners, Prophet Jeremiah has recorded an outstanding drop in the purchase of his miracle products, his water and soap, and etc., leaving the prophet in one battle against incoming poverty. Number 7, Dammy Krane. At number 7 is the popular singer Dammy Krane, who was arrested for credit card fraud and cybercrime just when he was moments away of becoming one of the biggest artists in Nigeria and was known for some of his songs like Joe and Amin. The handsome singer was arrested in Miami, USA in July 2017 for identity theft and online money fraud. but was released after meeting bail conditions. The record, however, left a dent on the singer's career, which also hindered the singer from furthering his music career. In 2024 August, Dammy had also left some derogatory statements against the international singer Davido, who he accused of being involved in the death of Tagbo, Davido's friend who had passed away in 2017, and claimed that the 30 BG boss owed him money for some reason. He was then detained by the Nigerian police after Davido had filed a defamation suit against his former colleague. Dammy Krane then quickly apologized and retracted his statements and was seen publicly begging for the forgiveness of Davido. Dammy Krane so far has not released any album or single for some time, and fans are beginning to wonder if this is the right path for the singer or the end of it finally. Number 6. BlackFace. One of the Plantation Boys, BlackFace Niger, or just BlackFace, is a Nigerian celebrity singer and songwriter who has tried to make it to the top and has struggled to remain noticed. BlackFace was one of the members of the popular music group Plantation Boys, along with Two-Face and FaZe, the trio known for making their money together. Together, the boys captured the hearts of fine girls and began making money until in 2004 they broke up and went their separate ways, each of them beginning their own solo career by themselves. But for BlackFace, it seemed that it was the end of the world, as he kept trying to find his ground in the music world but had never become as successful as either of his former teammates, who were now moving on in their own paths. Soon, BlackFace made it his priority to sue Two-Face for allegedly stealing his songs to use as his own and leaving him to his own pathetic music journey. Number 5. Mayorkun. Also known as the Mayor of Lagos, Mayorkun is another singer who sadly hit a roadblock in the career after he parted ways with Davido Music Worldwide, DMW, owned by the Afrobeat global sensation Davido, and signed with Sony Music West Africa for reasons best known to him. Even though he was basically made by the 30 BG boss who took him from nothing and made him who he is, fans and followers expected the singer to have more loyalty, as he without doubt owed the international legend. Anyway, after his departure in 2021, Mayorkun has been yet to receive another well-known award or nomination. Suddenly, he has been faced with keeping his reputation going and his songs trending with lesser and lesser downloads. It seems that the singer's career has only been going downhill ever since he decided to walk away from the DMW group. The singer even faced backlash after he made use of the Nigerian influencer Nikki Dababi's voice in his new song Under the Canopy. With hopes that the singer will soon head into bigger lanes in the music industry, fans and followers are hopeful that this is not the last that they have seen from the singer. Number 4. Uche Odoputa. Former Nollywood actor and television personality Uche Odoputa was one of the biggest names in the early 2000s, following some of his movies like Isakaba, Last Flight to Abuja, 15 Years a Slave, and so many more hit movies. Working with incredible stars like Francis Duro, Jide Kosoko, and so many more, he found his way into the hearts of the public. However, in 2007, he was arrested and sent to prison for 2 years and 3 weeks by the Nigerian Drug Law Enforcement Agency for trafficking drugs while still in the Nollywood industry. Uche later confessed that he was open to drug trafficking after he had tried living on the peanuts that he was being paid in the film industry. He also said that he was no longer getting substantial movie roles as he could no longer afford to feed himself or his family. He had searched endlessly for another option until, without seeing any other reasonable offer, he had foolishly wandered into the illegal business. He apologized to his colleagues, his fans and followers for letting them down and had promised that he would start anew. He was grateful for a second chance and promised to do better with this opportunity. The actor since then has been said to have been dabbling in some form of movie opportunities while spreading awareness and the dangers of drug trafficking. Number 3. Terry G. Akpako Master, Malonogedede Guru, and other popular names he's known by, Terry G is yet another celebrity who suddenly lost his swagger in the industry and ended up becoming one of the faded out Nigerian idols today, but let's be honest, he had it coming. In January 2024, the actor announced that he was quitting music finally and was thinking about starting afresh. He explained to his fans and followers that he was done with music and needed some personal time to find himself. But a lot of onliners were sure that the wannabe actor, as he had said openly, that he was actually intimidated by the fast-rising stars in the likes of Ashake, CK, Ira Star, and the rest. Terry G stated in his post that no one was on his level musically and that there could be no comparison to any new street artist. He concluded by stating, "Put some respect on my name." But all these never really seemed to satiate the curiosity of why Terry had packed up his bags and left, but taking a closer look at how the singer/rapper had publicly claimed to be bigger than Davido and Burna Boy, it seemed that a lot of other collaborations with other big name artists soon began to fall through, leaving the singer in retirement. Number 2, Desmond Eliot. When the slang "na Desmond Eliot Kosam" went viral, it became an expression for any unusual or sad or terrible news happening around. The director and movie celebrity Desmond Oluwashola Eliot, known professionally as Desmond Eliot, was of course one of Nollywood's famous veteran stars who had begun acting since the early 2000s, but decided to venture fully into politics. Desmond Eliot was one of the Nigerian audience's favorite actors and was one of Nollywood's leading actors who had starred in over 200 films, until the actor then decided to follow his quest for more knowledge college in the legislative and eventually returned with a PhD in legislative studies. However, this only succeeded in making the actor to be hated by the Nigerian public after entering into power. He was known to be one of the supporters for the anti-social media bill in Nigeria and had criticized social media as a means to destroy the country. But Nigerians didn't take too lightly with what the filmmaker had said. He was also called out by stars like Skills and Davido, who took to his social media page to react to the actor's stance on the anti-social media bill, expressing disappointment and displeasure. In the post, Davido said that Desmond Eliot had destroyed childhood memories. Desmond also stood against the NSAS protest and once again lost the favor of the public. But after his numerous apologies, the actor has yet remained another government official in the Nigerian economy. And at the end of this list, all the way at number 1 is the Nollywood actor and comedian who made a fall from grace after he was revealed and discovered to be a child molester. Number 1, Baba Ijesha. The award-winning comedian, film producer and influencer seemed to have been unveiled after he was arrested and charged with 6 counts of child molestation and sexual assault following the case of rape of Nigerian actress Damilola Adekoya's daughter in April 2021. The famous and loved actor with over 70,000 fans all over Nigeria was then investigated, and upon detailed analysis of information, reports and other necessary data, he was put on trial, which spanned out for more than 2 years, during which he pleaded not guilty, admits several videos and picture evidence. However, on the 14th of July 2022, Justice Taiwo, the preceding judge over the case, found him guilty on 4 counts and sentenced him to 16 years imprisonment, but was said to only serve for 5 years since the sentence was said to run concurrently from the first day that he was convicted. The comedian's entire career and reputation destroyed by a single act and tagged as a child molester. May your dreams and hopes never be destroyed. Type amen in the comment section and I'll see you in the next video.